Hi artist friends, I hope you watched the video and learned a little bit about Keith Haring. I wanted to show you this picture book that I have. It's actually a board book for babies that has his drawings in it, just to give you an idea what he was all about. So if you notice that there's a lot of these lines on the outside of the bodies, what do you think? Why do you think he has those lines there? Well, they're showing movement. And that's one of his trademark things that he would do on his drawings. And he would always use these bright colors. And the shapes would be in all different positions. You might ask, why are there no faces on these figures? You really can't tell anything about them. You can't tell if they're boys or girls. You can't tell what skin color they have. You can't tell anything about them. And the reason why Keith Haring did this was on purpose. He wanted everybody to be able to see themselves through the figures that he was drawing. So we're going to be drawing some of our own Keith Haring figures and designs today. I want to show you what some of your classmates did at Beasley. They drew their own Keith Haring designs. They did their own movement lines around it. I challenged some of the older kids to really fill up their page and color it in. This one's not done yet, but I think this is a wonderful example of using different colors, using imagery such as symbols and things like that, peace sign. And here's another one, just making stick figures and making them show movement. This is the one that I've been working on, and I'm not done with it, but I'm basically just doing some Keith Haring figures and then doing some movement lines on them, and then just doing designs. When I get done with this, I want this whole page filled. So we're going to work on drawing a Keith Haring figure. And you can use anything for this, pencil, crayon, marker. I'll show you how to do both with crayon and marker. So, what you first need to do is you need to draw a stick figure doing something. So, this one, I'm going to just have him, I'm going to do the head. And I'm going to make a stick figure with the feet. With the hands. Just kind of like doing a jumping jack. Then what you're going to do is you're going to make an outline around the figure. And Keith Haring, if you noticed, in the hands of his people, he kind of went flat like that, and then did a semicircle like that. Again, flat, semicircle. So you got that. All you're going to do now is just color it in. So I'm going to color this all in and then take a look at it. Color its head. Okay. Now my Keith Haring figure that I drew was very thin, so if I want to make it thicker, I could just go into the body and just make some thicker lines on the outside of it. And Keith Haring, he is known in his art to have this black outline around his figures. That really kind of distinguishes it as a Keith Haring figure. So just go around your figure with a black line. And you can do any color you want for these figures. I just like the bright colors he used. They make me happy when I look at his paintings. Okay, so I have my Keith Haring figure, and I want to add some movement lines. So I'm just going to do a couple lines here and make them thick. Or you can make them thin too, doesn't matter. And there, and maybe some over here. And then maybe, because I said this guy was doing jumping jacks, why don't I put little movement lines under his feet? Okay, let's, I'm going to get my markers out. Let's do another one with markers. So, let's use red. Nice bright color. And let's start off with our stick figure again. Okay, so I'm going to outline it. And remember those feet and hands, they're the semicircles with a straight line. Semicircle is right here. And come up. Okay, let's color it in. Just fun to look at his paintings too. And I like how he has a lot of symbolism, has a lot of hearts in there, and just the themes of his overall work: happiness, kindness, love. Okay, so I colored my red figure in. I think I'm going to make a little bit thicker bodies, so I'm just going to add some lines in here. Then I'm going to get a black marker and do the black around the body. Now let's give him some movement lines too. Okay, so we got that one. So what I want you to do is I want you to practice doing some Keith Haring figures, make them do any sort of thing, and then in between the figures you could do your own designs. I'm going to do some curly cues here. Oh, you know what I want to add? I want to add some hearts. Let me get that red again. Because it's Keith Haring, I'm going to get the black marker again and outline the hearts to make it look like his hearts. Okay, so I want the whole page all colored with Keith Haring figures. And don't forget, write your name in the corner. If you click to the next slide, I'm going to have a picture of the steps to make a Keith Haring figure, so you don't have to watch the video again. But I look forward to seeing what you create. See you next week.